In this lesson, I want to discuss the structure of a neuron. The neuron we are looking at is a particular type of neuron called a bipolar neuron, which is the most common. And the bipolar neuron has three major regions that we'll discuss, and we'll discuss the structures of that. And here that I'm drawing in blue is the cell body. And then in orange, I will outline the axon. And then we hit the terminal end, which I will circle in purple and then erase because I need to use that to discuss others, more minute structures. Now, we'll turn our attention to the cell body, and coming off the cell body, I'm going to use blue to color these, or purple rather, to color these projections in. And I'll use this to show you guys the dendrites. Now, dendrites mean, because they look like little trees, dendrite meaning tree. Now, these tree-like little structures are, of course, all around projections of the cell body, these dendrites, and I'm only coloring in one. Now, inside, I'm going to use black to depict this, but inside this blue, first of all, you want to say that the cytoplasm surrounding the black dot, which is the nucleus, is called the perikaryon. And inside the perikaryon, one of the primary organelles that you need to know, and I'm drawing them in black, is rough endoplasmic reticulum known as Nissl bodies. And these Nissl bodies play a big role in the formation of neurotransmitters. Now, once we leave that, I'm going to use green, and I'm going to depict the very first little segment where when we leave the cell body, where it first winds up. This is called the axon hillock. And the axon hillock, immediately coming off from that, I'm going to use red. We have the first part of the axon called the initial segment. Then we are axon, all the way from there. And then the axon in some neurons, not all, let me go ahead and get a little bit of that initial segment color back in. Some axons, I'm going to use blue to depict this again, may give off collateral branches off of its axon. Sometimes these collateral branches can become inhibitory or communicate with other neurons. They do a wide variety of functions, but just remember that you will see collateral branches sometimes coming off of some axons and some neurons. Now, once we reach the end, we have used up a lot of our colors, and I'm going to use purple again, rather blue. And we are left with our two little tips here, two branches forming telodendria. So our telodendria here, and they have little branches, and these will end off, and we can use red again, the synaptic terminals. The terminal end of this is where the synapses will form, the synaptic terminals. And these are broadened out, and these will communicate with other parts of a neuron. And this synaptic terminal is where neurotransmitters are released due to the arrival of an action potential down the axon. Now, in other videos, we will discuss different types of structures of neurons, different kinds of neuron structures, and we will discuss the myelinated neuron a little bit in another video. But this concludes my little video on the basic anatomy of a neuron. Thank you.